Gemini, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today for your weekly tarot reading for June the 13th to the 19th. Let's get started for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and see what messages and themes we have for you coming up this week. Let's see for Gemini. What messages are coming out here for you? That's so many. So many. Okay. Bottom of the deck is yin. So we're tapping into the divine feminine this week. Tapping into that divine feminine energy where we are creating without limits, no boundaries. You're like water moving, and water finds a place to go always. It always finds a way through. So you're highly creative this week. Let's have a look at the rest of the cards that you received here. Very interesting. Something's coming back to life, Gemini, and it could be you. Something is regenerating. Something is coming back to life. Something is getting, its energy is being renewed. Let's move these out of the way. Very interesting. My throat is suddenly very scratchy. Perhaps you need to have a conversation, as this card suggests, message in a bottle. So there something is coming back to life perhaps from this conversation. You are getting a leg up about something, and you have a deep knowing about this. So there is something within you sort of motivating this with this beautiful feminine energy and this almost like need to clear the air, need to talk about something, because we see unfinished symphony here. Something's coming back to life, and it feels like it was unfinished in the past. There was something that happened that wasn't fair and left you feeling sort of like you didn't belong or you were out in the cold. It wasn't fair. Something happened that wasn't fair, and it's sort of left without being closed. But now it's coming back to life, and the universe is supporting this. It feels karmic in nature. Leg up. And then there is this beautiful final card here of why. This is something I feel was left undone, and you have wondered and wondered why for however long, right? But you have always wondered why this happened. Why did it have to happen that way? Why did they leave you out? Why was the ending so unfair? And then it just got left undone, unfinished. Very interesting, Gemini. I wonder what, for each of you, this represents. It could be a very different story for each of you, but it feels like something's coming back to life, and it needs you to be sitting in that divine feminine energy. Very creative, very nurturing, forgiving, loving, unconditional, very much moving through like a mother would nurture something back into love, right? It unifies the mind, the body, the spirit. This is something that is coming back to life for a reason. And I think it has to do with you finally getting an answer to why. Why did this happen? I feel like you're gonna sort of understand that on a greater level this week. Something's coming back. You have a deep knowing about this. So if you're asking yourself, what could this be about? What have you been thinking about? What have you been dreaming about? What are you sensing about something from the past? Perhaps it was a relationship or an opportunity, an experience. Interesting. Let's see what the tarot cards can help us fill in the blanks here. There's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's the Knight of Cups. So this could involve making an offer. There's the Fool. Interesting. New beginning on something unfinished, but it's going to involve you taking a leap of faith, feeling very warm and compassionate in your divine feminine energy, and also making a decision about where you want to invest yourself. And not maybe being so sure. But it's interesting. Something is coming back full circle. There's the Tower. It's going to shift everything. Yeah, you are definitely going to be at a crossroads here trying to make a decision about where to sort of like invest yourself, and also what really matters from the past. Like I almost feel like seeing the Seven of Wands, and then there's the Seven of Swords, and you have the Seven of Pentacles here. Lots of sevens for you this week. Now, seeing this many sevens really confirms to me that you've got a decision to make here. You're going to have to decide in this Two of Wands. You're at a crossroads here. You're going to really need to decide what to do about a situation. Will you let it come back to life? Are you interested in finishing this unfinished symphony? I feel like the universe is going to support a new beginning here for you. You're getting this leg up to bring something into fairness. The Chariot is in reverse, my friends. It's in reverse, I think, because you've got to wonder, bottom of the deck, what's your motivation? What's motivating you here? This is very interesting. Devil in reverse, there's illusions around. Something is happening here that is not maybe as it appears. And it's up to you to sort of decide how you're going to look at this. What do you think? You know, it's interesting. The Devil in the reverse almost suggests that you need freedom from something. And you may not realize that you're giving your power away. You need to break the chains of codependence here. Perhaps you need to stop asking why and just sort of see things as they are, and to really take a new chapter on this. Like, you've got all of these sevens, which is so interesting to me because, you know, the only one you're missing is the Seven of Cups. So it's not, this isn't about emotion. This isn't about sort of imagination or emotion. This is really a time where you could have a fear of missing out on something. You could feel almost addicted to something, very codependent action in my energy right now. And it's challenging you to move forward in your own growth because you sort of keep turning your neck to see what you're missing out on this unfinished symphony. You keep checking back. And I wonder, like, how, is that serving you? I don't think so. When I see the Seven of Swords, I feel like you're lying to yourself. There's an illusion that you're feeding to yourself here. And then the Seven of Pentacles is like, which path are you going to take? Are you going to take the path where you're sort of deceiving yourself and you keep looking back? Or are you going to, at that Two of Wands moment, are you going to choose what serves you? That Seven of Pentacles in reverse really makes me question how honest you're being with yourself right now. And that maybe you're losing faith and getting frustrated. So as a result, you're sort of just like, well, I'm not moving forward anyway. But you are. You could. You're just really attached to something from the past here, Gemini. There is a new beginning here. There's a beautiful new beginning, and it's staring you right in the face. You know what I mean? And you're really being guided to tap into that Queen of Wands energy, which is very, very charismatic, creative, passionate, determined, bold. It's like this beautiful sort of connection that you feel towards what you have passion for. And the Chariot in reverse tells me that you're stuck. You're stuck, and there's chains, there's cords that need to be cut. And some of these cords, it's like you're trauma bonded, right? With this Orphan card here too. You could be bonded to a situation from the past that was unfinished, but you're bonded to it in a traumatic way, one that you just keep asking, why did this happen to me? And it's almost like a bit of, it's not serving you. You're stuck. Like, it feels like you're stuck. The Chariot's not moving. You're not moving towards what makes you feel passionate. And that's why the Tower card is here, because this cannot continue. The Tower is karma coming in to clear this path so that you can move again. There needs to be more self-discipline about the past. Like, it's almost like you need to have more focus, conscious focus on what it is you're moving towards and what it is, what's in your focus, being honest about that, you know, and seeing where there could be sort of a trauma bonding where you're connected to something from your past that's not empowering you. It's keeping you feeling disempowered. And yet we're hanging on to it for some emotional attachment. But I feel like seeing this card is a very powerful sign that you're coming back to life. If you can tap into your present day, the universe will support you, but you have to, it's almost like you have to sort of release your connection to this unfinished symphony. You got to release this connection. These chords have got to go. You're needing to start over, start fresh, being the fool again. Let's see. Surrender your ego. That is your final guidance card. Let me read it to you. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart, genuinely. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So again, seeing that devil in reverse, that brings up the ego right away. That there is something that you're attached to from sort of an ego perspective, and the bottom of the deck is surrender your denial. That's this. Stop trying to fool yourself. Don't have a fear of missing out and sort of twisting your neck back. It says here, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. Two of Wands, fork in the road. You got a decision to make here. So surrender the need to the choice of being in denial and sort of seeing things as you want instead of seeing things as they are. I feel like the Tower card is going to come shift that anyway. But your job is to just go with the flow on this. Again, go with the flow. Yin energy. Water always finds a way to flow. You need to be like water this week. Excuse me. And it may involve needing a conversation with yourself or with someone else so that you can sort of take your focus off of you for a moment, and like the second we do that, we sort of take away any power the ego has to manipulate us, because our focus is now not just on ourselves. It's greater than that. Just as this card suggests, a big ego can work against you, but humility furthers your goals. See things as they are. See things as they are. Very interesting reading. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If this has resonated for you, consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. It's so nice to connect with you through these readings. And as always, I'm sending you so much love and light, my friends. Have a wonderful week. Take care.